And we're back. Nimrandir coming in for another session of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I like this thing where I keep managing to find fountains around the Citadel to, like, frame behind Shepard when we kick things off. I think that's kind of cool. So anyway, in our last episode, we got to the point where we have some, a couple of leads to pursue in terms of trying to expose that Saren, the bad guy, did the bad guy things when we saw him do the bad guy things as, an audience rather than, the heroes. But before we do that, we've got these two people here arguing, on the Citadel. One of whom is a Turian officer with Citadel security, one of whom is a Hanar, who is apparently preaching. So let's talk to the preaching Hanar. Let's see what's up.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Okay.
Why is the CSEC officer harassing you? The CSEC officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of the Enkindlers.
This is not unreasonable. We'll say Shepard's never met a Hanar.
Who are the Enkindlers? Your people know them as the Protheans. They are the true creators of this one's people. The Enkindlers raised the Hanar from ignorance into consciousness by granting this one's people the gift of speech.
Well, okay. So that's a problem?
So you're breaking the law by preaching without a permit right now? The CSEC officer states that preaching in this place is forbidden, and preaching anywhere on the Citadel requires a permit. This one humbly submits that it is not preaching to state the truth of the Enkindlers, and thus no permit should be necessary.
So...
If that's all the CSEC officer wants, why not just buy the permit? The truth of the Enkindlers is universal. This one humbly believes that the truth should not be suppressed. Exacting payment as a means of imposing limits upon the truth is an abrogation of this one's religious freedom.
Okay. Sure, let's see what we can do to help the Hanar.
Let me talk to the CSEC officer. Perhaps I can explain the situation. This one would be most grateful for the assistance. Please let this one know if success is achieved.
And we'll eventually get an explanation on this one thing, but let's have a chat with our CSEC officer here.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
It's not smart enough. That's, So what's the problem?
Are there laws being broken here?
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
I mean, I get the following the laws thing. That's, I mean, he is law enforcement, but the fact that he called us nonsense, he called it nonsense. It's like, so.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
Okay.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
Interesting. So, okay, well, we're not... I'm not necessarily going for an arrest here, but, let's see.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
So, so we've got sort of a law versus, personal freedom thing going on here, it sounds like, so...
Has the CSEC officer been assuaged?
So we're gonna try to go this route, because it seems like, obtaining the permit is, like I said, we're playing this kind of lawful here. If you've watched my Pathfinder series, in real life I tend toward lawful alignment, so we're gonna skew Shepard in that direction, the Paragon and whatnot.
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
So at the moment, I don't have enough charm to make either of these things work. So, so we'll see if we can come back later to see if we
I'll
can...
be back. This one will continue to spread its message.
Continuing to aggravate the CSEC officer. So, that's a thing. Sure. Okay. So, I am inclined to pursue the CSEC officer Harkin. It did dawn on me. We scanned this keeper for Chorbin, the Solarian scientist, last time, but I didn't show you where it is on the map. So, yeah, it's like right up here, next to the, the ward's access corridor. And we've got the little mark for the profit dispute in our that would appear in our assignment list. All right, so let's go down to the wards. Like I said, we could do the fast travel to get right to Korra's Den, but like I said, I love this world enough, and I want to see if we get more elevator conversations. So,
in light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects.
well, that's a bummer.
Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
I mean, not really unreasonable, but, you know. So the elevator rides are significantly shorter now, from what I've heard. I haven't actually poked into it, and I'm not about to fire up my Xbox copy just to check. The disk drive is kind of fragile at this stage, but, so we've got ourselves...
Do you really think we'll find him down here?
He always stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Huh.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supplier.
That's the point. We want him angry. Angry people make mistakes.
There's just something about Fist that makes me nervous.
Good. He's a dangerous man. Now keep your eyes peeled for our mark.
So we've heard about Fist, some kind of gangster, something like that. All right. I wonder if here's a keeper. So once you get into the ward's access corridor, got ourselves a keeper right here. Take a look at the map. So down in the ward's access corridor, you got a keeper right here. And I should check. I don't think I've passed anymore. Yeah, there was not another keeper in that area. So this elevator, because I let up on the sprint button, so it thinks I want to know about the elevator. So, yeah, you can find an awful lot of stuff down here in the wards. So, so we're gonna keep going. The bummer is it is another elevator. So
a Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
fun fact, we don't meet any Hanar representatives. Elcor and Volus, yeah, as far as I know, there isn't a Hanar-like ambassador that we get to meet. We have a couple of doors here. This one suspiciously leads to a passage. It's really, like, ominously lit, right? It's like all red. But it does lead us to a keeper. So we'll scan the keeper. Again, showing you on the map. Here in this thing labeled alleyway, there's a keeper sitting right there. Awesome. Okay. So, heading back up. Kind of hate that we have to hit the button to open the thing. I'm guessing it was a bit of a pause to help stuff load, because there's an awful lot of these little doors around here. And we come out into the wards proper with a scenic view, with little cars passing by. I really can't remember if the flying cars were part of the original game or if that's part of the remaster. I'm not sure. If we come up, we can look out over one of the arms of the Citadel.
Big place.
That your professional opinion, sir?
So, yeah.
This isn't a station. It's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be possible to track everyone coming and going.
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john, and it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Jump Zero is big, but this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
Yeah. I like the, all of the chatting here, so...
The council represents more races than I thought. No wonder they're careful with newcomers.
They probably just want to keep everything running. It has to be hard keeping all these cultures working together.
Or maybe they just don't like humans.
What's not to like?
Why not? We've got oceans, beautiful women, this emotion called love. According to the old vids, we have everything they want.
If you expect to get me in a tinfoil miniskirt and thigh-high boots, I want dinner first. Sir.
That will be enough, Chief.
I mean, it would be unprofessional, but, yeah.
At ease, Lieutenant. Can't see her in a skirt anyway.
Damn straight you can't.
Ready to move out.
I thought we got a codex entry for that. I'm kind of bummed, actually. Wait. Welcome to the wards.
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander Shepard.
Yeah, give me just a sec. First, I really don't. I got to be honest. I remember most of the codex entries. I did not remember getting one for that little sign.
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander Shepard.
I do remember Emily Wong, though.
I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
That's a very weird outfit for an investigative journalist. I'm just going to lead with that, but sure.
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
Okay.
You've got to have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. According to your file, you survived back on Akuz when everyone else in your squad got killed. If anyone can find the worst elements of the Citadel and live to tell about it, it's you.
So...
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
I have my sources.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that works out, yeah.
Sounds like a good cause. If I find any information, it's yours.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
So, well, then she just teleports away. She's just gone. Just Nightcrawler. She just bounce. Clear off the screen. But, are there any keepers over this way? See if I can spot the telltale, multi-legged status of a keeper around here. I know where there are some, but we'll come across them as part of the critical path, so I am just going to head this way for now. I also happen to know there's a keeper up this way. There's a couple of them up this way, so... There's a rapid transit thing. So this is not Cora's Den. This is a different nightclub called Flux. Slightly more pleasant clientele up here.
You should be careful when you say that around.
What? Everyone knows Fist isn't with the local criminals.
Maybe, but I wouldn't go shouting it from the mountaintops.
Yeah, unless you want to end up on his hit list.
Yes, I heard he actually buried some corpses under the stage at Cora's Den.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yes, and it might explain the stench in that place.
So there's actually a fair amount of chatting you can do down here. One thing I am bummed about, and I found this out, I don't know if it happens later or not, but back in Mass Effect 1, this conspicuous empty space on the dance floor, like you could press X and Shepard would dance, and it was the most amazingly awful and awesome at the same time thing, that I wanted to do it on camera, and then, it's not there for some reason. Maybe it unlocks later, but for some reason I thought you could do it from here.
It's out of my hands, Rita. I'd bring her back in a second, but she doesn't want to come.
I know. I'll see if I can talk some sense into her next time I see her.
Be careful. You know how stubborn your sister can be. The more you push and prod, the more she'll run away.
Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks, Doran.
So we'll talk to Rita here, so...
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
Well, you seem to be dressed like an investigative journalist, based on what I just saw Emily Wong wearing. So,
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Doran before she left to... Ugh, sorry. I don't want to bore you with my problems.
I'm into side quests.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, okay. My sister Jenna left here to go work at Cora's Den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
Being an informant is a dangerous job.
That's what I've been telling her. I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
I love how the sound, like the music, is changing which of my headphones it's in based on, the camera's perspective in this conversation.
Do you know who her contact at CSEC is?
No. It's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's Den is.
Would you? That'd be great. Just don't tell her I sent you. Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble. Thanks.
Okay, so then we'll talk to this Doran guy.
Welcome to Flux. Name's Doran. What can I do for you?
Are you the owner?
Owner, cook, and bartender. I've even been known to dance a little when the mood strikes me. We've got some quasar stations, if you're interested.
Is this a casino?
Among other things, yes. We've got some quasar stations, if you're interested.
Quasar is super duper boring. We'll probably end up doing just enough of it for a side quest, but and the payout is not really worth it unless you just want to simulate gambling for really small sums of credits.
What can you tell me about the sisters working for you?
Well, Jenna left to work at Cora's Den. Now her sister Rita is all worried she might be in some kind of trouble. Not much chance Jenna will change her mind, though. She's a stubborn one. If she wanted to come back, I'd take her in a second. The customers loved her.
Okay, we've gotten everything we can out of Doran.
I should be going.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
Yeah, no problem. Can I dance now? Now, I didn't think that unlocked dancing. So you can kind of chat with patrons, and the important bit for now is that you can play Quasar. It's not honestly, it's not an exciting game. We'll see it when it comes up, but we're scanning a keeper. So here in the back of Flux, if you're looking right here in the corner, you got a keeper. Okay. Then we'll run past some people kind of playing Quasar. They're barely even like touching the panels, but I mean, let's face it. Bouncer, what do you have to say?
Hey, good to see another human in here.
What do you mean? There's a bunch of humans in here. Feeling a little speciesist right there, but anywho. So again, we could use the fast travel. Flux is a fast travel point now, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to come down the steps. We're going to high step it down. Shepherd means business. We ran so fast that I got ahead of the game and started loading up, before it could load up the next area. Dude, this door is the market area where you can buy stuff. So this area is not where you can buy stuff. It's just all like a dark and shady and probably a baffle wall of some sort to, help you like scan stuff.
I don't sell this model.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you going to give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry, man. I can't help you.
But what do you...
Can't help you.
So this is actually kind of a running saga. I'm going to try to remember to come back and talk to this guy. But yeah, this dude really wants a refund on something. We got a Volus right here.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
Yeah. Which is kind of, whatever. There's another keeper back here in the corner of the markets. So again, mappy map. Right here in the upper markets, back in the corner. You'll notice there's a theme. Keepers tend to end up in corners. Before that, we'll talk to this guy.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
So at the moment, I don't have
Show
much
me what
money,
you got.
but
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
He mentions a couple of colonies. Yeah, I have 1,760 credits, and you know, the latest and greatest stuff he has is, you know, in the 80,000 range. The biggest thing I'm going to get from him right now are these things right here called licenses. So I have a merchant on board my ship, but he only carries stuff from manufacturers whose licenses I've purchased. So for 100 credits, getting access to Elkos Combine stuff, I mean, to be honest, it's not that great. But I'm a completionist, so I'm going to buy it. So there we go. I think that's everything he has. So we've got ourselves a dude over here.
Is that really... Wow! It's you!
It's me.
You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Sure.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
Yeah, that's an over... Unless there was a lot more, you know, Geth shooting. Yeah, that's an overestimate, but...
I spend most of the time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but, do you have time for a quick autograph?
What? No! Oh, sure.
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again!
So, yeah, that wasn't weird at all, right? Okay. So, yeah, that's a side quest. Kind of like the, you know, we'll see more of Conrad Werner. So we got a bunch of people wandering around down here. Can't remember if there's any, like, ambient conversations that bust out. I don't think so. We do have a merchant, though.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Many good supplies. I love that. Many good supplies, yes? Sure.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
So it's a little bit awkward in terms of looking through some of the merchant's stuff. So at the moment, he like armor for party members who aren't human shaped. We'll get 3. Their armor like lives over here, but every now and again, like the RNG will sort of shove some in here in the standard item list. Since we don't have any humans at the moment, we'll just look at this one. And I've got a couple of things. So I have an upgrade for Metagel, so I can carry 1 more unit of Metagel. I may very well not need it, but again, I'm a completionist, so I buy them all. It immediately jumps to a second Metagel upgrade that I can't afford. We'll go ahead and get the license for Milanos Risk Control while we're here. And I think that's everything in the area at the moment. No keepers hiding around here in any corners. So we go through this door, and we are on our way to, oh, hey, there's an autosave. That's not suspicious at all. In case you're wondering if you want to look at the map, this leads back to that shady red corridor from earlier. So we come through this way.
That's him.
That's him sounds really ominous, right? So we have ourselves an assassin and another assassin. We can't quite get to that one yet, but Caden, bounce that dude off a wall, please. Let's see. And I will sabotage that guy. And I missed. Oh well. Caden, could you sabotage that guy? Ashley, pop up your gun thingy. Oh, hey. Oh, and she's down. Oh, no, not down. Okay, fine. Let's see here. There we go. And I got a Metagel for it. Okay.
Clear.
You know, just a regular day at the seat of galactic government. You know, killing assassins on our way into, basically a strip club. There's not actual stripping, just in case anyone's wondering. You know, it's PG-13, you know, what we're going to see on the other side of this door, but... So... I like how Ashley walks through. Okay, let's go talk to this Harkin fellow. We got other stuff. If for some reason you just want to sit down in front of a dancer, you can do that. I'm not. There's a Krogan patron right here.
I got business here, but not with you.
Yep, I'm just cutting you off. There's a guy named General Septimus. He's suspicious.
Go away. I'm not interested in talking.
But I have a name, so you're probably going to have to talk to me at some point, right?
Back off, Rex. Fist told us to take you down if you showed up. What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here. This is Fist's only chance. If he's smart, he'll take it. He's not coming out, Rex. End of story. This story is just beginning. Out of my way, humans. I have no quarrel with you.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught in the middle.
We're gonna want to get caught in the middle. Just throwing that out there. But, anyway. So, our target, Harkin, is, like, right here.
Alliance military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian CSEC officer named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
Is there something I should know about the captain?
The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
You said they covered all this up. How'd you hear about it?
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel. People on this station love to talk. Secrets are like herpes. If you got them, you might as well spread them around.
Yeah, that's kind of disgusting.
You're a pig.
Just noticed that now, did you?
Okay, so...
Why'd they kick him out?
Have to ask him. I never heard any of the details. Bet it's a good story, though. The heroes fall. Classic tragedy.
Okay, that's still not why I'm here. We got some information, but...
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
So...
What's it like working for CSEC?
You mean, what was it like? The executor suspended me without pay. Recurring violations. CSEC was keeping a file on me. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Every mistake I ever made went into the books. Get a little rough with a suspect, note in the file. Have a couple of drinks on duty, note in the file. Skim a couple of credits off a drug bust, note in the file. It's a goddamn witch hunt.
You got off easy if you ask me.
What the hell do you know? Working for CSEC isn't like being a Marine. People get pissed off if we shoot somebody. Investigations, inquiries, rules, regulations. Every day I plow through enough red tape to choke a rhino. That's how you gotta be to do this job. So don't talk to me about right and wrong. You soldiers got it easy.
Yeah, we're just... Yeah, he's
You need
awful.
to look in a mirror. Sober up and take some responsibility for yourself.
Save your sermons. This ain't no church.
Okay, so...
What do you know about Garrus?
Damn hothead is what he is. Still figures he can save the world. Always bucking heads with the executor. He'll pay for it soon enough. The executor loves to put us lowly field agents in our place. Just look what happened to me.
I like that bucking heads. You're so drunk you can't even... It's butting heads. But...
You need to look in a mirror.
Again.
Sober up and take some responsibility for yourself.
Again.
Save your sermons. This ain't no church.
Still.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
Alright, so... We got ourselves a Krogan bouncer here, so...
The back rooms are private, reserved for Fist and his friend.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
Fair enough.
What did that other Krogan want? Rex?
Personal matter.
Not real chatty, is he?
Yeah, we got everything here, so...
Goodbye.
Enjoy the club.
Yeah. There's not even a keeper in here. What a bummer. This place is so seedy, even the keepers don't want anything to do with it. So we're going to be leaving soon. I like that this door opens on its own, but before we do, you know, we can have a chat with Jenna, you know, our other waitress's sibling, once I remember where the heck I think she's behind the bar somewhere, but that ends up leading to like a whole thing. Yeah, Jenna's right here. So here's Jenna. So this is a good place to press pause on the video. We've been going for about a half hour now, and you know, the conversation with Jenna is going to lead to some other stuff. So we'll go ahead and call it here. Once again, thanks for trying to turn my camera to somewhere that's not going to make me feel dirty. So once again, thanks for watching. Feel free to check out the rest of the Nimrandir Plays Mass Effect series to see what's brought Commander Alan Shepard and his crew to this dive bar, hive of scum and villainy, if you will. We will catch you next time.